Crawford and Canelo. I'm pretty sure
Shakur and Tank?
That would be dope. That would be dope. But if Tank was not so cocky to be on a Terence Crawford undercard, that would be dope. But I don't see Tank taking a backseat to no fighter.
If you thought the drama between Crawford and Davis was over, think again. Terence Crawford just made a big statement in a recent interview, and Gervonta "Tank" Davis responded right away, and it wasn't nice. Crawford suggested the idea of putting Tank in a fight against Shakur Stevenson on the undercard of his big match with Canelo Alvarez. He even said, if Tank wasn't so full of himself and trying to steal the spotlight, it would have been cool. Tank's comeback is now all over social media, boxing news, and locker rooms everywhere. Let's break it down.
Hey, buddy Shakur, just one question. How did Keyshawn look, man?
Ready for whoever comes next. That boy ready. He been ready, actually. You know what I mean? Just given the opportunity, that's all it is.
You got two little brothers that is closing on Tank. You know, one of them gonna get him.
One of them gonna get him. It's gonna be a great night of boxing when they do.
Appreciate it.
Here's the deal. Crawford did an exclusive interview with The Ring and shared his plans. He's headlining the huge Riot Season event on September 13th against Canelo. But he doesn't want to be the only big name on the card, he wants it packed with great fights. And what better way to hype it up than finally making the much-anticipated lightweight fight between Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis happen?
He would never even think about to come up to 154.
All right, what about 47 though?
Yes, if he get to pick his opponent. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens? Or is
Man,
it like...
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like, I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your...
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah.
But like his core personality and his ways, nah.
Crawford shared what he hoped for, saying it would have been awesome if Tank wasn't too proud to be on a Terence Crawford undercard. He wasn't trying to insult anyone, just being real. He also praised Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis, calling them the two best fighters in their division without question. It was a bold but clear message. Stevenson deserves the spotlight, and Keyshawn Davis deserves to be right up there too.
Who's next? I told y'all who I want to fight. I can't keep saying the same thing. I already told y'all who I want to fight. The best versus the best. That should be my next fight. I told y'all I'm a dog. I'm top level, elite level fighter. So let's make boxing great again. Let's put the best fighters in the ring with each other, and let's see who come out victorious.
But putting Tank on someone else's undercard? That's asking too much. As soon as the interview came out, it reignited the old tension between Tank and Crawford. Their rivalry has been heating up ever since 2023, when Tank insulted Crawford's wife and publicly sided with Errol Spence.
When people, what I got from that is he's a hater. You don't know me as a person. Let's say you don't like me. Like, you don't know me. Like, you feel me? And I don't give a him. And everybody in the crew, I mean, with him.
Tank, question for you. You're a proud father.
Now, Crawford is basically saying, I respect boxing enough to let Shakur have his moment. But Tank would want all the attention on himself. That comment sparked a lot of reactions. Boxing channels, influencers, and fans everywhere started wondering how Tank would respond.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow,
man.
Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
Let's break. and Tank didn't waste any time responding. He jumped on social media and fired back right away. His message was short, bold, and full of his signature attitude. He said things like, "I don't take second to anyone," and questioned who Crawford thinks he is to decide the fight lineup. Tank made it clear he's not going to play a supporting role, not even for a huge event with Canelo. He reminded everyone that he is the main attraction.
Who have Shakur? What have Shakur done? What have he done in the sport? He haven't done nothing. The young one is looking more better than him. Who that? The Keyshawn. Keyshawn looking way more better than this. I keep screaming his name. He haven't done nothing. Keyshawn haven't even done nothing.
So what do you say to those who
I
might
keep
be
saying
afraid?
his name for?
So what do you say to those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur?
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit win in boxing.
What really stood out is that Tank didn't just brag, he backed it up with his record. He reminded everyone he's undefeated and has knockout power with just one punch. Meanwhile, he joked that Crawford is busy talking about undercards. The boxing world went wild. Clips of Tank's response spread fast across TikTok, Instagram, and X. Fans started chanting, "Make Tank vs. Shakur the main event."
Early in the game, what do you want your legacy to be when it comes to this game, man?
Beat the system.
The
That's
system.
it.
What's the system of boxing?
Beat the system of boxing, life. Just beat the system. Be able to spread my wings and had my people next to me spread their wings. That's it. I ain't really got no big goal of this sports and all that. I just want to get my money and just remove myself.
Let's break it down. On the surface, it looks like just two top fighters going back and forth, but it goes deeper. This is really about image, legacy, and who controls the spotlight. Terence Crawford is focused on the massive 2025 event in Riyadh against Canelo, and he wants the undercard to match that big stage. For him, putting Shakur and Keyshawn Davis on the card makes sense. They're young, hungry, and on the rise. But Tank sees things differently. He believes even a major lightweight title fight should be built around him, not put underneath someone else's name.
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. It probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next. You might see it in a minute.
Clearly in there, man. I thought I won. I thought I did enough to get the victory over a spectacular fighter. I told y'all from the beginning, man, that I got the skills to pay the bills. I've been telling y'all that. And I'm just glad I got to show it, honestly. I'm glad I got to show it. I appreciate, like I said before, I appreciate True Boxing Media. Some guys that didn't count me out. So that's just how I feel, man. I think I won. And, I can't wait to do it again. I can't wait to dance again.
It's also about how people see them. Crawford has a quiet but dangerous reputation. He's smart and strategic. Tank, on the other hand, is loud, flashy, and full of energy. That contrast is what keeps the drama going. Crawford thinks Tank's ego is easy to predict, while Tank sees Crawford's calm attitude as either insecurity or a real threat. This is also about respect and status. Crawford basically said Tank would never agree to be on an undercard, and for someone like Tank, who's built his image on confidence and swagger, that felt like a direct challenge. Tank's response wasn't just about pride, it showed his awareness of the fight game, business, and how he wants his story told.
Just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. I'll be super, super down.
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
But let's be honest, Gervonta "Tank" Davis hasn't really been the same since his strange, disappointing draw with Lamont Roach in March. That fight confused fans, divided critics, and Tank himself seems to have lost his drive. Since then, it feels like he's lost his hunger, focus, and sharpness in the ring. And instead of fixing things with a rematch, he's been avoiding it, straight up dodging the fight with Roach.
25 is at the
Next year, I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah.
Care to elaborate on that?
Out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
He's tired. Instead of focusing on real boxing, Tank is calling out Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul. This isn't really boxing, it's more like a YouTube fight with gloves. Let's be honest, Tank vs Jake is just a big money-making show. It's a circus fight made for pay-per-view, with no real titles or rankings at stake. Just viral videos, loud press events, and lots of hype. And the worst part? Both of them are all in for it.
Tank is done. Tank is hung him up, shoes off, get the bag, put a plaque up, he done. Tank is done.
When you say done, you mean like not fighting anymore? Or not?
Tank is checked out mentally. Tank is gone mentally. Tank looking for the big bag of Jake Paul, Pacquiao, something solo, and he's looking to, hey, I'll see you later. Tank is standing, he's not gonna fight Shakur Stevenson at all. At all. I don't care how much money Turkey offered, give him 4 Lamborghinis, whatever. Tank ain't taking that fight.
So now it's clear, they're not after greatness, just money and attention. Jake Paul has always been about the show, but seeing Tank, who once seemed like the next big star, go down the same path is really disappointing. And don't forget, Tank has been talking about retiring for months. In almost every interview, he says he doesn't love boxing like he used to anymore.
But it's like people selling that self, like, you know, even the picture where everybody was in the room, that shit look like some devil shit. Facts though, some coke, right? Yeah, that shit like some devil shit, like they sold that self.
Yeah, you go with that.
That was crazy. And you seen how the guy was? He looked at the scorecard. Yeah, he looked at it. Come on, man. You want to get Tank over here and fight? Man, I already know what y'all gonna do. Yeah. But every time I say something, it's like I'm hating.
He's tired and worn out. Many boxing experts and former fighters have noticed it too. His body language, mood, and how distant he seems show it. Some say he looks depressed, others say he's just checked out. Whatever it is, one thing is clear, Tank's mind isn't fully in the game anymore.
What about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
If Tank wants to retire, that's okay, every fighter has their time. But if he stays just to make money fighting YouTubers and avoids real challengers, that's not what we expected from him. The sport deserves better, the fans deserve better, and honestly, so does he. Looking at the bigger picture, this isn't just a small fight between two guys. It shows a bigger trend in boxing. The business is more about personalities now. Fighters are like brands, and fight cards are planned stories. To grow the sport, promoters want fights that are balanced, exciting, and sell well to fans. Matching the right fighters brings in viewers and ticket sales.
As I said last week, I hate Tom and Jerry's kinds of boxing. We will not have him anymore. This is the first thing. The second, we will have in this fight and the next fight, bonus for KO. I don't want to force to be having ring 12 by 12 or something like this.
So, a Crawford-led event giving the spotlight to Stevenson vs Tank, two exciting lightweight fighters, makes sense for the story. But Tank's image means he wants to be the main event. If he can't headline his own show, is it even worth it for him? This situation shows what many boxing fans already feel. Often, the biggest fights happen because of flashy promotions and big names, not because they are the most competitive or best fights for the sport.
Let's go back to the beginning of last year, my Tank Davis, fresh out of jail. Throwing hands in Frank Martin's face. I'm gonna break you up, I'm telling you. Like, yeah, man, 7 more fights.
Got the internet excited when you say, yo, 6, 7 more fights and I'm naming names.
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah.
Devin Haney.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah. Then he got the beefing with Turkey.
David, he said to me, send to me 2
Ferrari to play in Saudi Arabia.
You don't play boxing.
We will send you 2 gloves if you want to play in Saudi Arabia. That's it.
I ain't gotta go over there.
Right.
What they making over there, I'm making here.
All of a sudden, all the fighters he need to make big fights don't want to fight.
He was very close to fighting Lomachenko, and then Lomachenko pulled out. Shakur didn't want to do a one-fight deal to fight Tank.
You said who?
Tank.
I'm dangerous.
Who that?
And by the end of the year, he ain't getting no fights and he's fighting Lamar Roach.
After next year, I'm out of.
And Crawford calling Tank cocky shows the clash between ego and the sport. Here's where it gets more interesting. The big Crawford versus Canelo fight is all planned by one person, Turkey, the man who has basically turned the boxing world into his own playground.
Gervonta Davis a couple of days ago saying on Twitter that now he wants to maybe work with you.
I don't have a problem with him or any fighters. If he respects what we are doing to the boxing, I don't have any problem. And if he want the green light from Heyman, we work with Heyman now.
Correct.
In each card, we have 1 or 2 fights with Heyman. It depends about him. If he want to enjoy the fast train for the glory, you know where he can search.
Yeah.
And of course, I like and I respect the loyalty for his partner Heyman. Of course, this is something make him, in my eyes, big, and I respect it because the loyalty is important in the life. And he's good fighter. He's good fighter, but he need to understand that what we are doing is important for boxing. We work with who respect us, and we have a tough fight. We don't have normal fight.
Tank has made it clear that he doesn't like Turkey. He said it both in private and in some obvious social media posts. Tank thinks Turkey tries to control fighters like they're pieces in a billionaire's game. And Tank refuses to be anyone's pawn.
You said going out on 3 fights. You know the last 2 fights you want to go out on?
The last fight?
The last fight you want to go out on. Like, who? Do you have anybody in mind?
No, I'm saying no. I don't have my name right now. But I got somebody I want to call out after this fight.
You said you got somebody you want to call out after this fight?
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Give a hint. Keep it quiet.
Is it Lomachenko?
Who?
Somebody asked Lomachenko.
No.
All right.
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready. What you think about that?
Who?
Turkey said he got your 2 Ferraris ready.
I need 3 now.
All right, while other fighters are lining up to get their share of the money from Saudi shows, Tank is doing his own thing, even if it means missing big fights. He's not willing to follow Turkey's rules. That might explain why Tank hasn't been part of those huge events lately. Being on a Turkey run card means playing by their rules, showing up when told, saying what you're supposed to at press events, and that's just not Tank's style. He's always been a rebel, doing things his way. So when you see Crawford versus Canelo getting all the attention with Turkey's big backing, and Tank nowhere to be found, it's no accident. It's a choice. Tank doesn't want to be controlled.